I checked one notification and realized I married a stranger. If you've ever trusted someone completely, listen carefully. Because one normal morning can ruin your entire life. My name is Nina. I'm 29. And 4 days ago, I found out my husband wasn't just cheating, he was waiting. Tuesday, 8:12 a.m. I was barefoot in the kitchen, half awake, making tea. The house was quiet, too quiet, because Eli had left early for a site visit. Eli is 33. Calm voice, clean shirts, the kind of man everyone calls solid. We'd been married 5 years, together 8. The kind of marriage people point at and go, "You guys are goals." I used to smile when they said that. His phone was on the counter, face down. It buzzed once, then again, then again. I didn't grab it at first. I'm not a phone checker, I never was. But the third buzz came fast, like someone was nervous. So I picked it up, honestly thinking it might be his mom. She'd been in and out of doctors lately. The screen lit up. A name I didn't recognize, Milo Blackheart, and the message preview said, "Tell me you're alone." I can't stop replaying last night. My stomach dropped so hard I actually sat down. For a second I told myself, maybe it's a joke, maybe it's a friend, maybe I'm misreading it. Then another message came in. "I left a mark on you, don't let her see." My hands went cold. I stared at the phone like it had turned into something alive. I should have put it down, I should have waited, I should have breathed. Instead, I unlocked it. I knew his passcode, his dog's birthday. He never changed it. Because why would he? We were goals, right? The messages weren't new, they were months old, not one mistake, not one drunk night, a whole relationship. There were voice notes. Photos, meetup plans with addresses I didn't recognize. A repeating pattern, Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Sundays. My brain did this weird thing where it tried to stay logical, like it was protecting me. Okay, what is this? Who is this? Is this even real? Then I hit a message thread from 2 weeks ago, and that's where the story stops being just cheating. Milo wrote, "Are you actually leaving her, or are you just using me for fun?" And Eli replied, "I'm leaving, I just need time. She's about to get the settlement. Once it clears, everything gets easier." I read it 3 times before it made sense, because that week of the settlement was me. My aunt passed away in the spring. No one expects things like that. No one prepares for it, but she left me a payout enough to change a life, not millionaire money, but security. Eli was the supportive husband everyone dreams about. He sat with me in legal meetings. He held my hand when I cried. And last week he suggested something that felt responsible. "Babe, just add me as a joint holder temporarily," he said, "in case something happens. If you're traveling or sick, I can handle emergencies." I didn't want to at first. He kissed my forehead and said, "We're a team." So I did it. I signed the forms. And the entire time he was counting days. I started shaking so hard my teeth clicked. Then I heard the front door, keys, a quick step like someone rushing. Eli was home early. "Hey," his voice called out. "You still in your pajamas?" His footsteps came down the hall. I wiped my face fast, not because I was okay, because I didn't want him to see me weak first. I wanted to see him. He walked into the kitchen and froze because I was standing there with his phone, and he knew instantly. "Nina," his face drained. "Please don't." I didn't even recognize my voice when I spoke. "Who is Milo?" Silence. He swallowed hard. "It's not what you think." I laughed once, not funny, more like air escaping. "Okay," I said. "Then explain it. Explain the photos. Explain the addresses. Explain why someone is texting you about marks on your body." He stepped toward me, palms out like I might break and cut him. "Nina, listen, stop." I held up the phone. "2 weeks ago, you said you're leaving once my settlement clears." He flinched like I slapped him. He began. That was me talking. You didn't mean the part where you leave me? Or the part where you take my money first?" He started talking fast then, tripping over himself. "I was scared. We've been off lately. You've been distant. And Milo, he made me feel." "No," I said it quiet, sharp. "Don't do that. Don't rewrite this into a sad little story where you're the victim." He finally said it. "Milo's name is Mark, not Milo, Mark. He saved it like Milo with a black heart." Because of course he did. I stared at him. How long? Eli's eyes went glossy. Since June. June. I felt something snap like a thread inside me that had been holding my whole life together. And the settlement? I asked. Tell me I'm wrong. He opened his mouth, closed it. That was my answer. I backed away slowly, like the room wasn't safe. Get out, I said. What? Get out of my house. Eli's voice cracked. This is my house too. I smiled, small, cold, not after what you planned. He tried to grab my hands. I pulled away so fast it shocked even me. Don't touch me, I said. Not after that. He stood there like he couldn't believe consequences were real. Then his phone buzzed on the counter. I looked down, a new message from Mark. Did she sign the joint account yet? My vision went narrow, like tunnel vision. I lifted the phone slowly and looked at Eli. His face went white. That message right there told me everything. This wasn't just an affair, it was teamwork. He whispered, Nina, I can explain. You don't get to, I said. My voice didn't shake anymore. That scared me more than the crying, because when the crying stops, it's over. Eli started begging, counseling, therapy, anything. Said he loved me, said it was a mistake. But mistakes don't have calendars. Mistakes don't have plans. I took the phone, walked to the living room, and sat down like I was watching a movie. Call him, I said. Eli blinked. What? Call Mark, put him on speaker right now. He hesitated for half a second. That half second was all the proof I needed. But he called anyway. Ring, ring. Hey, Mark answered, confident, casual, like he owned the place. Eli's voice sounded smaller than I've ever heard it. Mark, it's done. There was a pause. What do you mean it's done? She found out, Eli said, and Mark laughed, not nervous, not shocked. He laughed like it was annoying. Okay, so what's the plan? Mark said. You already got added, right? Eli looked at me. I didn't move. He swallowed, not fully. Mark's voice sharpened. Eli, don't tell me you messed this up. Eli stammered. I didn't, I reached over and took the phone. Hi, I said, silence. Mark went quiet like someone finally turned the lights on. This is Nina, I said, the wife. Mark didn't speak for 2 full seconds. Then, oh, that's all he said. Oh, I smiled again because suddenly I understood something. Mark wasn't in love, he was investing. You can have him, I said, but you're not getting a cent from me. Mark tried to talk, to spin, to apologize. I hung up. Then I turned to Eli. You have 10 minutes, I said. Pack a bag, leave. If you step into my room, I call the police. If you touch my accounts again, I call a lawyer. His eyes filled. Nina, please, I love you. And I swear I almost believed him. Then I remembered the message. Did she sign the joint account yet? Love doesn't sound like that. Love doesn't plan like that. He left. That night I didn't sleep. Not because I missed him, because I was replaying every moment where I ignored my gut. 2 days later, my lawyer removed him from everything. A week after that, I filed for divorce. And here's the part people always ask, did Mark stay with him? No, Mark disappeared the moment Eli wasn't useful. Because people like that don't want a partner, they want a benefit. And me, I didn't get my happy ending, not the kind in movies, but I got something else. I got my life back, and I learned a brutal truth. Some betrayals don't break your heart. They wake you up. If you've ever been betrayed in a way that changed you, subscribe. I post real stories.